Hi, Phil Aston here from nowspinning.co.uk. In this video I'm going to be looking at second-hand records, but one in particular, and sometimes the reason why we buy some and sometimes we just put them back. Now, when I'm looking for a second-hand album, I'm obviously looking for something that's going to be as near mint condition as I can possibly find it. However, there are some albums which you might find in a charity shop or a thrift store, if you're in the USA, where they kind of tell a story, and I think it could be that some albums, some people bought records in this, I think it's more about the 70s, what I'm about to say, when people used to write their names on the record, like this is John's album or something. I mean, you see so many things on eBay where people are selling like a rare album, and then you look at the photographs and it'll say up the corner, it's got a sticker on it saying part of Pete's collection or something, or it's just written in biro, and that will put a lot of people off buying it. The album I'm going to show you today actually made me buy it for this reason, because it told me that this album had experienced life on its own. It had been part of one person's life, but also it had touched others as well. And the album is Slade Alive, which you can see behind me. And I'm going to be just looking at this, and also for those of you who might just really be into this album, I'm also going to talk about the best CD version, which I think you should have if you don't actually own this. So let's have a look at the attributes of this second-hand album that made me pick it up and feel that it was a well-loved album. So here it is, Slade Alive, which you can see I picked up for £7, and it's fairly worn around the side. But what made me kind of think I'm going to take this one home is you can probably see, hopefully there, that written in biro is that this album was once owned by Sharon, and she's put Sharon plus John, so one presumes that John was the love of her life at one point, and this album was part of her life. Quite a raucous live album to have in your collection, and great it was too. So that made me pick it up and think, shall I have it or not? And on the inside, great fold, isn't it, this? I don't know if you can probably see this, where it says Sharon for Kevin. So at some point, our John was ditched and Kevin came into play. And then when you open up the inside, look on the paper sleeve, you can see that Kevin and John were ditched, and Alan came in briefly, and then looks like Eric came in and was, or maybe Eric stayed around, who knows. So this album obviously had some history, and I have to say that the vinyl itself is in wonderful condition. There's a couple of hairline marks, but I've played this and it sounds absolutely wonderful. So you have to presume that Alan or Eric or John or Kevin also bought their own copies of Slade Alive back in 1972. So well done to Sharon there. So which version of Slade Alive would I recommend? It would be this one. And it's the Art of the Album series, which I think was done in conjunction with HMV Records in the UK. So please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But this version of Slade Alive comes in a little hardback book, and I think it's really worth seeking out. It mimics the gatefold sleeve on the inside, as you can see there, and then lovely glossy paper. It gives you the story of how it came together, how they got from the Beginnings album to Slade Alive, how it was recorded, and now they sent out the invites from the fan club. It gives some background into the times, what was going on. Then the players, obviously the band themselves. The craft, What a great band Slade were at that time. You know, the bridge between hard rock and pop. We'd see them as metal now, wouldn't we, really? And then obviously the track titles and the impact the album had on the music, and of course the legacy, and how people now look back at this fantastic live album. So that's the version, as I say, BMG Records, the art of the album. I think it was just exclusive to HMV, but I could be wrong. But it's great. If you've never heard it, go stream it now, and then you'll want to own it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I think to me it tells you about why vinyl and CD, why it means so much to those of us who collect music. It's not just about the music itself, it is the whole package. And sometimes when you find that vinyl album and you look at it and you can see that it's being loved, it's being played, and it's also got its own story to tell, and that could be the tipping point that makes you pick it up and take it to the counter and buy it for yourself. So that version of Slade Alive sits proudly on my shelves next to my other Slade albums, and it's a wonderful album. So if you've never heard it, please try and check it out and see what you think. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you to Chris and all of our patrons and supporters. Your membership means absolutely everything to Now Spinning. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our website and our social media channels, and if you'd like to know more about membership, then please follow the link at the end of this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.